What's going on, kitsunes? Today I'm reacting to a video from Mujin on how to not take a joke and ruin your reputation overnight. The Biba Doobie crash out incident. Why is that name so complicated?
A few minutes later.
I cannot believe that I'm making a video about this. This is probably the dumbest topic I've ever spoken about on this channel. This all started with such a dumb, brain-rotted meme and has now reached tens of millions of people that we have to talk about it. My favorite part is how this incident made Moist Critical have a
I'm actually old now.
life crisis. The guy genuinely feels old because he didn't know this was happening, and when he found out about it, he just he was just so confused, like, how is this a thing? This whole thing is just that stupid. But what happened exactly? Well, the person at the center of it all is none other than oh my god. All right, listen, at this point most people call her Yabba Dabba Doo, so we're just gonna
Yabba Dabba Doo. Don't worry, man. When I start recording my intro, I also said, why is her name so complicated?
gonna do that. The person at the center of this incident is Yabba Dabba Doo, okay? And she's a fairly huge artist. She gets over 25 million monthly listeners every month on Spotify.
Oh shit, I did not see that. Wow.
And has a song with almost 2 billion streams, okay? It's not an easy thing to do. It easily puts you in the top 1% of the top 1% in terms of music. So how did we get here? Well, you're in luck because I know everything about this, okay? I actually use TikTok. This is a real image of me scrolling through TikTok, all right?
That drawing is a good description of people who use TikTok.
There's really not much up there. When the whole, I bought a property in Egypt, and what they do for you is that they give you the property meme was like blowing up. I thought this was the funniest thing I had seen in a very long time, all right? Like, and it was the same exact thing with this stupid meme involving Yabba Dabba Doo. Here's the context, okay? This right here is NBA Youngboy. He's a rapper who's been in many controversies. In fact, he's literally sitting in jail right now. One of those controversies is how his songs sound nothing like how he sings. To show you this, here's a wonderful clip of him singing raw, with no autotune or post-processing. Listen to this angel. It's like...
Okay, he sounds like he's not putting in much effort and is just yapping his wrongdoings and nonsense.
Like he's trying to sound bad on purpose. And obviously in the song, he sounds nothing like this. Completely different person. Now look, just like with everything, right? You see this a lot with football, for example. People love to talk about their opinions regarding who's good and who's bad. I guess it's the normie way of making tier lists. In regards to rappers, there's always been these lists of bad versus good versus GOAT rappers. And you see it pop up multiple times from different channels, each getting millions of views. All these factors resulted in this meme being born. Watch and I'll explain, but I think it's self-explanatory.
Artist who can sing versus artist who can't sing.
Can't remember how to say your name.
What the hell?
I can't believe I still find this funny, but I mean, it's so stupid. So the idea here is that, yes, they're making fun of this whole tier list thing, right? But this whole...
Okay, she sings good. Yes, okay. I understand that there are people who can't take jokes. When someone repeats the same joke to you, remember that you don't have to take a joke seriously. Some jokes or puns are funny, but if someone insults you in a way as a joke, accept it and move on through your day. Because people don't know anything about you, they will assume that you are this and you do that. They will continue insulting you until you crash out because of a joke.
whole thing is meant to be an oxymoron, like the opposite of what they're trying to say.
Yes.
Yabba Dabba Doo over here has genuine musical talent. Singing raw is enough for you to think, wow, she's good. She doesn't need post-processing or auto.
Yeah, singing is not easy. It takes practice and time.
Tune or whatever. She can sing straight into a mic with a guitar and sound.
I also forgot one thing, but it also takes commitment. Because people like to sing. So when people like to sing, they use that as a motivator and commit themselves to become better singers.
Amazing. While NBA Youngboy sounds so damn bad without any modifications to his voice that you can't even consider this guy a musician. In conclusion, this meme compliments the hell out of Yabba Dabba Doo and takes the complete piss out of NBA Youngboy. That's the whole point. I was sending this to my friends thinking it's the funniest thing ever. Some of them laughed, some of them didn't understand why I found it funny. Anyway, just like any meme on TikTok, it evolved very rapidly, and within a few days, people wouldn't even give Yabba Dabba Doo any screen time anymore, right? Like making the meme even funnier. Watch.
Who can't sing versus artists who can sing.
It's so stupid, bro. They didn't even let the woman speak, right? But that's the whole point. Just her being like,
That person must have did that intentionally.
is better than any of NBA Youngboy's raw singing. And of course, the effects on him are even more dramatic now, with people in the comments saying, oh yeah, don't worry, this is actually what happens. Like when he sings, this actually happens. He has rays shoot out his eyes and he has aura around him, okay? Like don't think this is fake or anything. The meme's final stage was it becoming pure and utter brain rot. That's usually the life cycle of a TikTok meme. Starts off funny, evolves into brain rot, and then ends with the biggest form of brain rot you can imagine. This right here is a great example, with them giving Yabba Dabba Doo literally one frame.
Artist who can sing versus artist who can't sing.
You can't even tell what's happening. You can't even tell what's going on.
What in the heck is going on?
Some of the comments would say, don't worry guys, he's in there somewhere. Like he's don't worry, like I'm sure he's here. Like this has to be him. No one else has this happen when they sing. Unfortunately though, the meme getting to this point meant that it was gonna die pretty soon. I was starting to see it way less on my TikTok, and it was clear it was about to die and we were gonna move on to something else. Until Yabba Dabba Doo decided to make an Instagram story post. You have to understand, at this point, this meme was huge on TikTok and also on Instagram. But this was the first time she had ever brought it up. So obviously, many people went to see what she had to say. They were hoping that she was going to be in on the joke. But instead, they got the complete opposite.
Oh, no wonder I can't hear it. Wait, excuse me. Part copyright claimed by Yabba Dabba Doo's I can't speak. Why? Part copyright claimed by Yabba Dabba Yabba Dabba Doo's Yabba Dabba Doo's record. Wait, what does that say? Label? I can't read that. Oh, he muted. Okay. Aw, man, now I can't hear it. But whatever she's saying, she is pissed. I'm sure she's pissed.
You get the point, bro. You know, I mean, wow, you know, what a crash out. I didn't even watch the video, but I get more girls than you. I have more money than you, and you're a man. Like, that's a bad thing.
Wait,
She's always
what?
had this. I get more girls. bro. You know, I mean, wow, you know, what a crash out. I didn't even watch the video, but I get more girls than you. I have more money than you, and you're a man. Like, that's a bad thing. She's always had this image of being innocent.
Huh?
Are you fucking dumb?
Girl, it's just a joke. There's no point in you saying those things. Like I said earlier, there are people who can't take a joke.
Innocent, humble, pure, and with this one video, she just ended all of it. People online don't know her personally. She might be the nicest, kindest person on the entire planet. But for people who had just discovered her from this meme, they got the idea that she's selfish, self-centered, and sexist. Shortly after, she deleted the story, but as you can see, one of her fans on TikTok reposted it. And she had unintentionally not just revived the meme, but rebuilt it stronger than it used to be. And instead of dying out, it just continued evolving. But now they were gonna call her out. Like this one right here. Watch.
Cipher writers capable of encompassing the beauty of music in their vocalization against minstrels who cannot endure a jest and raise their voices in a song.
Men of impassioned artistry, those endowed with the gift of song versus those...
This girl, the singer, sorry not sorry, but she did that to herself.
NBA Youngboy with that auto-tune. Look,
I believe
realistically,
it.
this was the situation. Millions of people were made aware of who Yabba Dabba Doo is. At the same time, they were also made aware that she's a great musician with pure, raw talent. I personally had no idea who she was or that she even existed. It made me check her out.
I still don't know who she is. I still don't know. I don't listen to her songs. But anyway, moving on.
Listen to her music. And all she had to do was signal that these millions of people discovering her for the first time were welcome. Like, look, this right here is a clip of Pitbull thanking his fans for showing up with bald caps to his concert, saying that he really appreciates it, okay? Now, yeah, you can get butthurt like, oh my god, they're making fun of the fact that I'm bald. Or understand, no, this is just them appreciating you. They're doing this because it's you.
Now, I want to say a special thank you to everybody that came out with bald caps here tonight. I appreciate y'all.
That's all she had to do, acknowledge it positively, by making a joke about it, by making a video referencing it, whatever. And then she would
Yeah.
have been able to turn all these potential new fans to actual fans. But she didn't. Unfortunately, she doubled down with an even worse video on her TikTok story. In this almost 5-minute rant, she finally talks more in detail about what's bothering her, but unfortunately, it's overshadowed by some really immature comments. What she didn't like about all this attention were some really weird and rude comments she was getting on her videos. Look, I've seen the comments on these meme videos, okay? A lot of them are saying, wow, she really does sing very well. And sometimes, yeah, you might see a comment here or there saying, oh my god, she's so hot. Does anyone have any sexy pics of her? Whatever. She unfortunately only focused on the negative here, and she focused that negativity purely on men's existence.
The one thing that is deep is the comments that resurface and the comments that I started getting recently since I've been going more viral on this app from this same incel culture that this meme comes from, okay? And I'm sorry if it feels like I'm grouping like individuals, but yes, it's mostly men. Like,
Are we talking about the same meme? Like, are we really like?
Is she talking about the meme? Because I'm confused. She is talking about something else, and I'm not familiar what she's talking about.
Like, let's just take a step back here. We are talking about the meme where NBA Youngboy is shooting lasers from his eyes while singing opera while explosions and fire surrounds him.
Right.
We are talking about that, right? Incel culture? Men? Really? Her own fans were also so confused. This TikTok has millions of views. It says, how it feels seeing my queen Yabba Dabba Doo crash out over one of the most obvious jokes of the century, right? She got rage baited is what happened. And it's so frustrating to see. Look, you could genuinely spend $10 million hiring an advertising agency to, I don't know, spread more awareness about you and your music. They wouldn't even be able to do 10% of what that meme did. And all you had to do was just acknowledge it, not even embrace it, acknowledge it. It was literally on its last legs. It was about to die any second, and you revived it with your reaction. And from that moment on, she became fair game. The memes came back with a vengeance, but this time they were malicious on purpose.
As a small content creator, I thought about how people might make insults or jokes about the drawing I'm using. Yes, I drew this. Sometimes I would change and adjust. For anyone who didn't know, the weapon I drew and the one on the thumbnail were from Uchu Sentai Q Ranger. I don't mind a few jokes and appreciate people caring about me.
Purpose.
Hey Goob, what's up? Cool binder. Hey Goob, wanna come over to my house today?
They all hated me.
Okay, this one's kind of funny. All right. Okay, this one was funny, but the next ones are actually malicious.
Artists who can sing versus artists who are stupid and can't sing better than a fucking hamster.
Jeez.
Yeah, this was it. You know, she was fair game. TikTok was out for vengeance. That's how it is.
Artists who can sing versus artists who are fucking horrible at singing.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Night balls, I'm gay, I like boys, I kidnap autistic kids, little Mosies.
I will say this though, I think it's important to point out, yes, a lot of memes did go too far. What I just showed you could still be equated as some form of banter, but this next one isn't.
Rapers who can sing versus rapers who are so fucking shit at singing and should fucking give up on their music careers because of how
damn, dude, what?
Shit their fucking music is, and they should just end it all at this fucking point. Additionally, they're a sexist fucking whore who can't take a fucking joke.
Okay.
Okay, who is this person? Man, this person must have negative thoughts.
A dirty, disgusting fucking bitch.
God
They're
damn.
so
You get the point, all right? Like, you get this is like the majority of this TikTok is just him insulting her. This has millions of views, 250,000 likes, and it's still on the platform. I would say that's too far because it's literally calling for her to off herself. So as you can see, it did go out.
You know what? Yeah, some memes can go too far. That I do agree.
Go out of control, and there were millions of people participating in this. At the same time, her fans were also having a crisis. How it feels to be a male Yabba Dabba Doo fan right now who actually enjoys her music. She had called out an entire gender for all the problems in her life involving this meme. And now instead of gaining millions of new followers, she risked losing them. Her fans were also being targeted. Like there's this one fan called Eggy99 who is like the biggest Yabba Dabba Doo simp, and yeah, people just make fun of them in the comments whenever they post something about her. Look at this. You're gonna be a madman after this ratio. Outratioed. Like they just this has to be a troll account. Like
ratio.
This has to be. This is just so embarrassing, dude. And it doesn't show any sign of stopping anytime soon. But at the same time, she isn't showing any sign of stopping either. In her
Some men really can't take a joke. It's ironic that she would say that.
official Spotify playlist, she changed the description to "Some men really can't take a joke." She also posted this to her Instagram story, right? This was very recent with her song Real Man. Even her fans are saying, hey, listen, I love you, but you're just adding fuel to the fire. This started with a dumb, really stupid, brain-rotted TikTok meme, and it could have stayed that way. It could have been dead by now. Yabba Dabba Doo.
Yeah.
Dabba could have literally had millions of new followers, listeners, fans. But instead, she now has millions of haters. There are some very unhinged individuals calling for her to off herself in TikToks, which haven't been removed yet. And this controversy doesn't seem to be dying anytime soon because she keeps putting fuel on it as well. I don't want to assume anything about her, right? She does have her perspective, her point of view, but I think anyone can agree.
Yeah. She's not a bad person.
Right? Anyone that she could have at least handled it better. She could have maybe scripted it or thought about it a bit more, not just rant about it and blame an entire gender for her problems. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to TikTok and hopefully find a new brain-rotted meme to send to my friends so that they can block me, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video, whenever that is. Thanks so much for watching until the end, and I love you. Mwah!
Yabba Dabba Doo. Men. I have a boyfriend, by the way. I'll just pretend I didn't read that. Anyway, kitsunes, I'm out of here. Like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell for more upcoming videos. Until next time.